Throughout history, rulers have sought power in ways both grand and grotesque, but some emperors took the process of appointment to an entirely different level filled with decadence, absurdity, and in some cases, outright depravity. From bizarre initiation rites to scandalous ceremonies, ancient emperors often set the stage for their reigns with eccentric and sometimes perverse displays of power. The Roman emperor who made his horse a consul one of the most infamous appointments in history was that of Incitants, the horse of Emperor Caligula. Known for his erratic and often cruel behavior, Caligula was said to have lavished his beloved steed with luxuries, housing him in a marble stall, feeding him golden oats, and even proposing that the horse be made a senator. But Caligula didn't stop there according to some sources. He actually named Incitants as a consul, a position of immense political authority. While modern historians debate whether this was an act of madness or a pointed insult toward the Roman Senate, the appointment remains one of the most unusual in history. Elagabalus and the appointment of Lovers and Elagabalus, one of Rome's most infamous emperors, took imperial appointments to scandalous extremes. Not only did he appoint unqualified favorites to high-ranking positions, but he also appointed lovers both male and female to government offices. He famously married a Vestal virgin, an act considered sacrilegious, and forced Rome's elite to witness his outrageous antics, including dressing in women's clothing and prostituting himself in the imperial palace. Elagabalus also delighted in humiliating senators by making them perform demeaning tasks or rewarding people based on their willingness to indulge his eccentric tastes. He reportedly named a charioteer and a cook to high-ranking governmental roles, and was said to have chosen consuls based on their ability to entertain him in bed. The young emperor's unchecked debauchery led to his assassination at the age of 18, his body dragged through the streets of Rome before being dumped into the Tiber River. The Chinese emperor who appointed a ghost during the later Han dynasty, Emperor Ling, was notorious for his dependence on corrupt eunuchs, but he took an even stranger turn when he supposedly appointed a ghost as a court official. Seeking divine favor, Ling believed that the spirit of a long-dead sage could provide guidance, and he ordered a lavish ceremony to induct the spectral figure into his administration. Court officials were made to bow before an empty throne as if the ghost were present. Some say this appointment was a ruse to mask the emperor's true motives, using an imaginary official to justify his own questionable decisions. Nero's obsession with the theatrical Emperor Nero, infamous for his cruelty and excess, blurred the lines between political office and entertainment. He appointed actors, musicians, and even prostitutes to positions of influence, believing that Rome should be ruled by those who could put on the best performance. At one point, he declared that the empire would be governed based on theatrical principles, rewarding individuals based on their ability to amuse him rather than their competence. Some historians claim that Nero's bizarre appointments extended to roles within his personal court, where positions were granted to those willing to engage in his most extreme indulgences. The Ptolemaic pharaoh, who married his sister, and his brother. Ptolemaic Egypt was infamous for its incestuous royal marriages, but one ruler took things even further when he declared that not only would he marry his sister, but he would also appoint his own brother as co-ruler in a deeply intimate arrangement. Ptolemy II Philadelphus, for example, not only wed his sister Arsinoe II, but also engaged in a relationship with his brother that some historical accounts suggest went beyond mere political partnership. The pharaohs justified these appointments by claiming divine right, equating themselves with the gods. The resulting power struggles often led to paranoia, assassinations, and betrayals of Shakespearean proportions. The sultan who appointed his harem to government roles while many sultans kept their harems confined to palace intrigues, Sultan Ibrahim the Mad of the Ottoman Empire took things a step further by appointing his concubines to official positions. He allowed his favorite mistresses to dictate policies, appoint their own lovers to military roles, and even replace key government officials with eunuchs who would cater to their whims. In one particularly absurd instance, he appointed a woman known only as Sugar Cube to oversee state finances, despite her complete lack of experience. His obsession with his harem ultimately contributed to his downfall, as his erratic rule led to his deposition and execution. Throughout history, emperors have used appointments not just as tools of governance, but as expressions of their own eccentricities, vices, and, in some cases, outright madness. Whether appointing animals, ghosts, lovers, or performers, These rulers blurred the lines between power and absurdity, ensuring that their legacies remain as fascinating as they are bizarre. I hope you found the details of this story as fascinating and unsettling as I did. You, mysterious, curious, intellectual, disturbed, beautiful people. My name is Penny Flick, with Kreep-ish. I look forward to sharing more of these stories that captivate and intrigue our minds, which can challenge our way of thinking. Comment on your thoughts below as I continue to uncover the mysteries of our history, true crime, paranormal, conspiracy, and cringe-worthy, creepy content. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember that the truth is often stranger than fiction.